Tostao Coffee and Bread operates in Colombia with almost 600 shops offering 100% Colombian coffee beverages of expert quality. Also, it offers bakery products that are baked daily every 4 hours to guarantee a fresh and preservative-free taste. As a team, we've selected Australia over the United Kingdom due to the following reasons. When it comes to the economic environment and the GDP, for instance, Australia's growth forecast for 2021 stands at 6.1% and UK's stands at 4.0%. Australia's CPI has been stable for the last 25 years, but it's been affected big time with the current situation, whereas the UK has felt the recession even worse. Given the current pandemic, factors such as unemployment have risen in both countries but leaving Australia with a better outlook for 2021. Also, the Australian dollar wouldn't be as affected as the British pound, even though the latter is much higher compared to the Colombian currency. Culture-wise, both countries, the UK and Australia, are quite similar given the fact that Australia was a colony of the UK and now is the second most important member of the Commonwealth, just after the UK, so both countries value democracy, equality, and support diversity as well. Nowadays, both countries have a large Latino community, so being able to find qualified, committed people who, apart from speaking excellent English, speak Spanish is of great advantage to Tostao. Australia's lifestyle also works for Tostao as they're more laid back and have the tradition over the past couple of decades to go out for breakfast, or brekkie as they call it. So developing strategies that would target this and also the vast amount of coffee consumers in the country is of great advantage over the UK where coffee is not as consumed. In the political and legal aspect, both countries have had their ups and downs with Australia's ever-changing prime ministers before they reach the end of their period, and the UK with their infamous Brexit, which has caused such an impact in everything from legislation, commerce, relationships with the rest of Europe and the way they used to do business. Even though the UK is ranked in the 8th position of the list of countries where it's easier to do business, Australia is not that far behind in the 14th position, but with a better outlook post-COVID and post-Brexit. When it comes to the environmental and technological fields, the UK is above Australia when it comes to the technological advance, ranking in the 5th position of the most technologically advanced countries, whereas Australia is ranked 15th. However, its commercial bond with China makes up for it, being able to develop new tech jointly. In the international trade environment, both Australia and the UK have effective FTAs with Colombia. However, Australia has a current one with the Pacific Alliance in which Colombia is a member, whereas the UK, since the Brexit, is now under negotiation with Colombia for an add-in to the current one with the European Union. Finally, the trade balance has been more stable in Australia over the past couple of decades, and so has been the investment flow. On the other hand, the UK, again with the Brexit, has had a rougher time trying to get proper investors into the country. The internationalization strategy to implement in Tostao is a transnational strategy through a joint venture, which would be with a local coffee and bistro operator as a strategic partner, which is advantageous for the company as it shares costs and risks in its initial stage. Basing the entire strategy on Tostao's core, no rush, without pause, and its takeaway business model, little hierarchy, and simple administration. It is necessary for Tostao to make certain adaptation in its products, such as bakery products, to meet the needs of the local market, such as including meat pie in its menu, and also to place more emphasis on cappuccinos and espressos. Finally, take advantage of a possible tax exception for coffee with the FTA with the Pacific Alliance. The marketing strategy for Tostao in Australia targets people ranging from 18 to 65 years old, covering a broad segment which meets the philosophy of the company. The strategy will be based on promoting through very short advertising videos all over social media, highlighting the quality and characteristics of the coffee and bakery, in addition to highlighting its Colombian origin, giving discounts in its initial stage as a price strategy with discounts up to 40% on the most popular products for a limited time, and creating a website where people can register and get additional discounts and offers. Also, giving the clients the option to mix and match a beverage with a bakery for a discounted price and lowering the prices for the whole coffee range compared to the competition. Location-wise, the shops need to be located on the main beaches and CBDs across the main cities such as Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane with two variations. Takeaway in the CBDs and a more laid-back style with some chairs and tables on the beach locations so people can enjoy themselves with a nice cup of coffee all year round. Finally, the products will go through an alteration mainly on the packaging to meet the expectations from the ban on single-use plastic that has been effective in the country for quite some time. Also offering a healthy, low-calorie bakery line since most Australians are quite healthy in their food choices.